Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing an urban world today. It is a map by mapper 3-minute time challenge. And I honestly think we might be in Hong Kong. This could be Macau, too, though. We're on the right-hand side of the road. So that gets rid of Japan. It doesn't seem like Korea. I'm pretty sure Hong Kong actually drives on the left. Could this be Taiwan? We're fucked. We're off to a great start. Kingstown Bank. So that's in English. We're definitely on the right-hand side. We have these slanted lines that we usually attribute to Taiwan. We're fucked. Is 06 area code not too familiar with? I know it's a country code. Kind of feels like it's a city, which makes sense because we are playing an urban world. The priority health clinic, not helpful. Another 06. Nothing. Nothing. We know it's not Japan. We know it's not China. We have Kaohsiung, Tainan Railway, Tainan Interchange. I know it's not the same thing, but isn't there? There is a Tainan. Alright. So we're in Tainan City. If we return to start, can we find any street signs that I can understand? No. Not there, not here, no poles. No poles, no plaques. Nothing hanging off these cameras. These cameras. There's that. I don't know if 114 is important. Fuck. So probably not going to be able to get a good... Well, I mean, we're probably going to get a good score. It's not a perfect score. Because street signs, we definitely need those to pinpoint. And even if they're here, we don't understand them. So we're kind of going off of guesses, which is the point of the game, to guess. But we're like screwed when it comes to our guesses. Definitely helps us with the right hand side. This definitely feels like a major road. Kind of heads north to west. Maybe over here a little bit more. Over by the Wu Garden. I was gonna say the Wu-Tang Clan, but kind of shit. Kind of out of luck. 14 seconds. We're not finding anything. We are on Dong Ning Road. I don't see that anywhere. And ends up being a mile off. Here's Dong Ning Road, so it's not as major as I thought it was going to be. But it looks like you guys were able to guess Dong Ning Road. And we're on lane 114, which we did see 114, but I thought that might have been an address. Like this house would be 114, and then 116, 118. You get the idea. I didn't think it was going to be lane 114. But we have 6 points to make up. So let's try and make up 6 fucking points. King Street, Sussex Street, City North, yellow license plate, Cockle Bay Wharf. We're in the UK. I guess Sussex Street doesn't have to be in Sussex. I don't think it's London. Let's go over by Leeds, actually. Can we... And then the Cockle Bay Wharf, which means we do need to be near body of water. Well, fuck me. Do we just go Boston? Let's see. Can we find anything we need? The famous for ribs. Never heard of you. You must have shitty ribs. Guys, I love barbecue. If I've never heard of your place, it's probably because it's not very good. Harbor, which is looking to be our north. La Perouse. Why is it in French? Unless. Now we're on the left-hand side. We're definitely in the UK. It definitely feels like it's actually a city. We might be able to move it to London. Although... I don't know. Does this feel like London? It feels more like a town in the United States. With all these buildings like this. Harbor again. Napoleon. Could it be a different spot. .au. Australia? Really? Really? Hold the fuck on. North Sydney to Chatswood. Alright. That was a shock. So we're over here? To M1. So that's to bring us to M1. And Chatswood. I don't know where Chatswood is. God damn. Which I guess kind of makes sense as why I didn't feel very English. Although, we don't really end up in a lot of places in Australia very often. That's the bridge. Nth, Sydney, Chatswood, again. We return to start now that we know we're in Australia. Sussex Street, City North, not too helpful. Wrong way, I don't fucking care. Stop me. Can we see the Sydney Opera House? Now that we know we're near water. Maybe. We might be able to get away with it. Because there's the Sydney Harbour Bridge, so we might be over here, actually. We are looking north, so we do need to look south, unless we're over here, over by Surrey Hills, maybe? Let's go North Sydney and say that it's to our south. Which would make sense as to why we're not seeing the Opera House. Is this a ship? No, that's going to be like a hotel. And it ends up being actually regular Sydney, not North Sydney. But 2 miles off, another 6 points, so we're now 12 behind. Not bad. Not fucking bad. I'm glad we moved it from where we had it. Left-hand side again. Although, I don't know what my instincts are telling me. Because originally they were like, you're in Russia, man. Just guess Russia. And everything else is telling me, there's no fucking way you're in Russia. Here's language. Can we get a good idea as to what it says? It's definitely in Spanish, although it could be Portuguese. If it's Portuguese, then this is Brazil. And if it's Brazil, I don't know where to fucking guess. Maybe Sao Paulo? Maybe Rio de Janeiro? Yeah, the Bank of Brazil. So we're in Brazil. Could we be in Brasilia, Brazil? Because that says the Bank of Brasilia. And I know maybe that's not the greatest information we have going for us. But we might be able to get away with it. Does it feel like a major city? Kind of. Will that help us in the long run? No. It does have some weird roads and some weird fucking sculptures. That might help us. Are we by an airport? Over by L4 and L2 North. I don't know if these are supposed to be scratched out. Or do we have those numbers? No. Doesn't look like it. Fuck. We'll just keep looking. Not much else we could do. We know we have Brazil here. This is saying Santa C and Portugal? No. No. There's no way. There's no way. Because that's the flag of the Vatican, it looks like. Portugal. I can't tell what that is. And that's the flag of the United States. I am so fucking confused. Unless we're near an airport and it's like international kind of things. I don't think this is Portugal. I'm pretty confident it's going to end up being Brazil. The agriculture, we can't even make it out because of the trees. Nice. Why would there be a Portuguese flag and something saying Portugal, though? I mean, obviously, Brazil speaks Portuguese, right? But at the same time... Fuck. Really? Really, really? There's like nothing here. It doesn't feel like any town we've ever really been to in Brazil, which might make sense for Brasilia. It might. I don't think it does, though. But I don't know where else to fucking move our guests to. Because it doesn't feel like Sao Paulo. It doesn't feel like Rio de Janeiro. It doesn't feel like any of those places. It feels like someplace we don't really get. And ends up being Brasilia. So, making up 3 points, so we're down by 9. 9 fucking points. Alright. We could do it. We can fucking walk away 9 points, guys. We could do it. Imagine image loading. Oh god. Imagine. A weird fucking phone number, so it's not the United States. I was hoping there was going to be a flag there. White divided line. Kind of feels like we're on the left because this feels like the back. So if we're on the left-hand side, we are on the left-hand side. We could guess like Australia, New Zealand. Northern Trailer, 6th Street. Doesn't feel like the UK. Doesn't feel Mediterranean. I mean, we do have the palm trees. Because it still could be South Africa. Does that tell us anything? Yes, that is definitely Dutch right there. So, South Africa, because that's Afrikaans. Don't think it's Cape Town. Although, I don't know where it could be. Kimberley, perhaps? Because this is an urban world. So we know it's Dutch. Well, not Dutch, Afrikaans. That says Alexandria, but I don't know if that's pointing us to Alexandria. Or if that's yeah, it's Alexandria Ave. Okay. To R64. Can we find R64 anywhere? Oh god, I gotta adjust now. Get a little bit closer to the screen, no? Let's start with the major cities. R64. Here's R63. That was a really good fucking find. 27, 364, 365, 64, 64, 64, 45, 44, 43. Alright. 64. R64. Maybe this is Bloemfontein. Or Dealersville, or Boshoff, or it could be Kimberley, which is where we had our guess originally. So, I don't know why we want to guess Kimberley. That says R700. Is there an R700 in here? Even if we just zoom in really fucking far. It's 8 and 12. 64. I don't see it. Which means either A, we're in the wrong spot, or B, it's not showing up. If we go over to Boshoff, does this have a 700? Doesn't look like it. And if we go over here into Dealersville, do they have a 700? They have a 703. That's kind of close. If we go into Bloemfontein, they do have a 700. So, I guess you know what that means. We're over here. It makes sense, right? It makes sense that we'd be in Bloemfontein on R700, heading towards R64. We could be actually further up here by Trendam Hill. Although that's number 1. 64 is kind of down. And it ends up being down where we originally had our guess, kind of. Not bad, though. We're down by 1 point, so it's 10 points. We need 10 extra points on round 5 of 5. Had we kept our guess there, we might have actually been in the lead. And it ends up being Russia. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It comes down to Russia, of all fucking places? Of all fucking places? Why? Why? Why do you need to screw me like this? We could have won. We could have won. Say it with Tuborg. Never heard of that before. Trilogy. .mk. You see that right there? You see that right there? See that shit? That's fucking North Macedonia. I'm almost confident. Could be wrong. It's not Montenegro. So it's not Russian. It's still Cyrillic language. But there's a lot less places to guess in here, which is why we're guessing Skopje. So hopefully, whoever the current leader is, didn't see the .mks everywhere and just guessed the middle of Russia. Maybe they're going with Moscow. I don't fucking know. Let's see. It might not even be Skopje. It could be a smaller town, like Kumanovo, or Tetovo, or Veles, or Stip. Could be any of these places. Regardless, we're probably going to lose, right? Can we find the name of the town? Probably not. Valendovo and Skopje is 85, it looks like. So Valendova is 25. So this is 85 or 65 maybe. Novo Sergio is 20 and Valendovo is 25. Can we find that? It doesn't look like it. Maybe we need to zoom in a little bit more. Fuck. I don't see it. I don't. I'm looking for it. It could be east. Could be over here. I don't see it though. It could be south. It could be north. It could be anywhere. I'm not too familiar with the lineup when it comes to this shit. I don't see it. Let's just keep our kind of distance. It could be over here. No, no, no. Maybe we're not zoomed in enough. But I'm not seeing it. But it's either 85 or 65 right there. And this feels like 65, maybe 85. So it could be like over here. But I'm not finding it. I didn't see it anywhere. Hope for fucking luck. And it ends up being a lot further south. So maybe that was 85. Oh no, wow. Yeah, that's not there. So it ends up being Strumica. So you guys end up walking away with this one by like 300 points because of that last location. Not bad though. 46, well, 24,690. Scribble's coming in first place at 24,967. We had a pretty close game all the way through, so that always is good. It literally comes down to that last location. We could have made a few points up here and there, but it comes down to that last one. Tourist coming in third at 23. Looks like Australia. Benedict Schranker in fourth. Looks like Brazil. Quantum Gravity in fifth. Looks like Brazil and South Africa and North Macedonia. You going with Montenegro, though. It happens. And then Beerlingo in fifth with Brazil. Not bad. Everyone did really well. Pretty much 20,000 points if we round up. Or better. Almost perfect scores here and there. That's really fucking good. But that is going to be where we call it. A little bit of a faster episode because we don't have much to say. We do have the stream, so I look forward to seeing you guys all on stream. Even though when this is uploaded, the stream already ended. We will be live tomorrow, bearing the internet, at 3 p.m. Eastern to about 5. They said that nothing was wrong with the internet. I was like, I have a 0.3 megabyte a second upload. They were like, oh. And then, snap, everything worked fine. So who knows what the fuck happened. Maybe they forgot to flip a fucking switch. Who fucking knows. But there were problems. Problems seem to have been addressed. Hopefully stream isn't as bad as it was yesterday. But I do look forward to seeing you guys all later today, aka tomorrow, because at this point, you already saw me in stream. And hopefully stream went well. But until tomorrow, guys, I do look forward to seeing you guys all then. Enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.